Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's been approximately 2 months since I've been on here. I know that I always thank you guys for being super patient with me. I did move once again, and finally I'm bringing you the filling that I used on my gorditas de harina. I did go ahead and give you that recipe back in September, and today I'm going to give you an idea of how I went ahead and filled them. So thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and thank you for staying for the whole video. Don't forget to leave me a comment at the end. And here I am just giving you a little snippet of the tortillas de harina that I made. They didn't turn out amazing, that's why I'm not sharing the recipe with you. I still have a little bit of practice to go, but definitely stick around for the recipe for the filling of the papas con chorizo. And let's get started. So here are the ingredients for our papas con chorizo. I do like to add half a teaspoon of garlic. I like to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of garlic salt. I have 1/3 of an onion, black pepper to taste. I have a 1/4 cup of Mexican chorizo. And about here I have 2 medium-sized baking potatoes and a tiny one. This recipe is going to make enough for approximately 2 to 4 people. So definitely keep in mind that the flavorings and seasonings are really up to your taste, so you can add more or less. Okay, so I went ahead and washed my potatoes after peeling them, and I took off a little bad part here, but now we're just going to dice our potatoes into about small to medium squares. Now that we have chopped our potatoes, I'm going to go ahead and dice my onion as well so that we can prepare both of these items and take them to our frying pan. While preparing all the onions and the potatoes, I also went ahead and turned on my skillet to medium-high heat. And I went ahead and added about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and allowed it to heat up just a tiny bit. And then once it was hot, I went ahead and placed in both the onion and the potatoes into my skillet. And we're going to go ahead and fry these for approximately of about 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to just want them a little bit fried. You're going to notice them a little bit brown on the sides, but they're still going to be a little bit hard. So once we have the potatoes and the onions in, we're going to add in our seasonings. I added in garlic salt, I added regular salt and pepper. Again, this is to taste, but it's just to give you an approximation. If you wanted measurements, approximately a quarter teaspoon of both the garlic salt, the salt, and then maybe like a pinch of pepper. But you can definitely do this by just kind of like eyeballing it like I did. That's how I do it. Once we have everything in the pot, we're going to go ahead and stir it and just continue to stir because we want to make sure that the potatoes brown on all the sides. And we're going to just continue doing this for approximately 3 to 4 minutes. After browning or frying our potatoes for approximately 3 to 4 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add in 1/4 cup of water, and I'm going to place the top on my pot and allow them to simmer for approximately 5 minutes. Once we allow that to simmer for 5 minutes and the water is gone, we're just going to do a little poke test. So I'm going to grab a few potatoes and just check to see that I am able to cut through with the knife, but they are still a little bit hard. At this point, we're going to go ahead and add in our 1/4 cup of chorizo, and I'm going to just add it on the side here, and I'm just going to cook it on the same pot with the potatoes, but not incorporated yet. So I'm just going to take my little spoon and just kind of mash it on the side so that we can brown it to later incorporate it into the potatoes. After about 5 minutes of browning our chorizo, we're going to go ahead and incorporate it into our potatoes very well. So just go ahead and stir everything together. And once it looks a little bit done, we're just going to continue here. And what we want is we're actually going to allow the potatoes to finish cooking with the chorizo, because as we saw in the beginning before we added the chorizo, the potatoes were a little bit hard. So we're going to go ahead and place our lid once again for another 5 minutes and then remove the lid. And if you want, do the test again where we poke the potato. You poke the potato and it easily gets poked by either a knife or a toothpick. The potatoes are ready. I like to just stir mine a little bit more just to crisp them up a little bit. But basically at this point your potatoes are ready and you can eat them with either tacos on tortillas like I did here. I'm not going to share the tortilla recipe because it needs a little bit of work, but you can definitely eat these with tortillas. You can use the filling for the gorditas de harina that I shared back in September. So I'm going to go ahead and also link that video here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for continuing to support my channel. If you guys want me to do a kind of like life update video, please let me know in the comments below. Have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and hopefully I will see you guys again before the year ends. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!